Know me, I'm an ex-corporate accountant and running my own online practice. I'm location independent and I am also a passionate traveler. And today I'm going to answer the most common question I am asked. Do you need a lot of practice experience to start your own accounting business? And if you've been asking yourself this question for quite some time, or you've been considering your options, I'm certain a few of these answers are going to get you moving in the right direction. So let's dive in. First of all, I'm going to break the common misconception and tell you why practice experience is not necessary to start your digital accounting business. While you may think that you absolutely must have some practice experience to start your online practice, this is not necessarily the case. This used to be my biggest fear before I started. I was sure I wouldn't be able to handle clients and catch up on all regulations related to small businesses. But my determination to break free and start my remote practice was so strong that the fear of not having practice experience did not discourage me. Obviously, I had to learn a lot in the first 2 years of running my practice, but I did it willingly. And in fact, it was a quite exciting journey. I quickly discovered that my multinational experience appeared very useful in running my online practice. So don't be discouraged and trust that your corporate experience is more than enough to run a successful online practice. And secondly, your industry accounting experience can help you run your practice. And here is how. As a corporate accountant, you certainly know that working in industry differs considerably from working in practice. And you are right. However, many of your industry skills can be very useful in running a practice. Just to name a few, working remotely, collaborating with international teams, using various software applications, managing busy schedules, and using advanced spreadsheets, and the list goes on and on. So don't think that your experience is not enough to start and successfully run an accounting practice. It's quite the opposite. After working for over 25 years in the industry and collaborating with practice accountants, I noticed that they lacked the skills that I possessed. And on the other hand, I realized that the skills required to work in practice could be learned relatively quickly. So my story is the best proof that running a successful online practice with zero practice experience is absolutely possible. Can you see now what I mean? Okay, let's move on. The next common myth I want to bust today is the fear of not knowing everything. My fellow accountants often say that this fear of not being an expert is holding them off. Is this you too? Well, you don't need to worry about that. Being an expert accountant and advising your clients does not mean that you must possess all the knowledge in the world. I don't think it is even possible. I hear what you are saying. I was afraid of this too. The thing is that you can't be an expert in every field. Similarly to doctors or lawyers, you choose your area of specialty. And if you need advice in other fields, for example, taxation, you do research. If the issue is more complex, you can ask another expert for an opinion. For less complex tasks which can be delegated, you may consider outsourcing. A good candidate for outsourcing would be payroll or bookkeeping. You will have no problems finding other practices willing to accept additional work. You see the possibilities now, right? And the last myth I want to dispel today is about dealing with clients when you have no practice experience. Facing clients seemed like the worst nightmare to me when I started my practice. Working as a corporate accountant, I didn't have any contact with clients, none at all. And on top of that, I'm a total introvert. So you can imagine how terrified I was of dealing with clients. Do you feel that way too? Well, I have a few words of encouragement for you. You can overcome these fears by working consistently on your approach. You need to understand that there is nothing to be afraid of, really. After all, these people cannot hurt you. They are just looking for your help. You stay open and keep a positive attitude. And when you are nice to people, they usually adopt the same approach. Being assertive is also helpful when it comes to dealing with difficult matters. These are usually related to pricing. Remember that your primary responsibility is to make sure that your practice is profitable. And sometimes this means saying no to your clients. And I'm sure you can do this. Well, if you liked today's live, I've got even more to share with you. I have a free masterclass coming up in just a few days, and you don't want to miss it. The masterclass is called How to Create Your Digital Accounting Practice in 6 Weeks. And I'm going to take what you learned here today and dive even deeper. Plus, we will have more time for some live Q&A if you have any questions. So head over to go.anitafcca.com/join to get all the details. It will be live, so you don't want to miss it. I hope to see you there. Bye for